What we're lacking in quantity, we're making up for in quality with Valve launching an absolutely enormous Steam Deck client. Plus, many open source tools get big updates this week. That's right, it's Steam Deck news time. Alright, first up, Heroic, in their quest to be a Linux gaming hero, will soon be getting support for Amazon Gaming. This comes as they've recently added support for sideloading other web-based front ends like Xbox Cloud Gaming, for example. Soon, Amazon Gaming will be a first-class citizen like GOG and Epic Games, and Heroic will offer a simple UI to manage the majority of your non-Steam games. But now that they have 3 of the biggest gaming platforms out there, the question is, what other storefronts should Heroic add support for? I'd personally be interested in Humble. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Next up, it's been several years since we've seen a release of OpenMW, a free and open source engine rebuild of Morrowind. While I'm not a huge fan of the Elder Scrolls games, I love seeing a community project like this thrive. The upcoming release of OpenMW version 0.48 comes with big improvements like newly added zoom levels for the world map, an updated launcher utility, post-processing effects, exponential fog, sky blending, and more. If you're interested in OpenMW, check the link in the description and let them know I sent you. And if you're a fan of engine rebuilds, well then I've got a treat, because the Force engine is a rebuilt engine of the game Star Wars Dark Forces, the classic 90s Doom-like. Eventually, the Force engine will also support Outlaws too. According to their latest changelog, they've fixed a ton of bugs and many UI elements. They are aiming for an authentic rebuild of the engine rather than the remastering approach that other engines take. This is great to see, and I can't wait for Luxtrapeta to add support for the Force engine too. Okay, next up, the Yuzu progress report is out now with exciting upgrades and improvements that are already here. First, there are tons of impressive fixes on the rendering front. They have lowered per-thread shader cache memory usage by a truly impressive 99.6%. On a PC with 16 gigabytes of RAM or less, this can lead to noticeable speed-up improvements. They've also added new levels of anisotropic filtering, which should improve the overall look of games, and as an added bonus has fixed a rendering issue in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Scrolling down this page, you can see that there are so many changes to Yuzu, and I highly recommend you take a look at their June report. There's going to be a link in the description. And while you're down there, why not like that smash button? It lets YouTube know that you want to see more videos just like this. You can also subscribe too, if that's more your speed. I want to give a special shout out to Marcus Batson, one of my top tier Singularity members over on Patreon. It's because of Marcus and the other fine folks who support this show that I'm able to continue my work. If you believe in the work that I'm doing, you can use the links below to pledge your support. It's all greatly appreciated. Next up, ChimeraOS 43 brings ROG Ally support. Now, this happened a lot sooner than I thought it would, but it's great to see here. And this is super exciting because the Ally is effectively useless for me with Windows on it. So this new release of ChimeraOS brings initial support for audio, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, partial TDP control, and the built-in controller. Although suspend support is still a work in progress, and they recommend shutting the Ally off rather than relying on the work in progress suspend support. Now, if you have bought an ROG Ally and you're in need of a better operating system, and if you bought an Ally, then who isn't, give ChimeraOS 43 a spin. ChimeraOS is one of my favorite Linux distributions, and it's laser focused on gaming. While it doesn't seem like everything is fully supported right now, it's only a matter of time. I'm looking forward to more support going forward. Have you tried ChimeraOS 43 on your ROG Ally? Leave a comment below and let me know. Okay, by far the biggest news this week was the stable channel update for the Steam Deck. So let's go over the changelog and see what's new here. First of all, there have been major new additions, including the ability for users to customize notification settings. The biggest customizations is being able to toggle sound effects on or off for certain types of notifications. They also updated the organization of notifications for clarity. They fixed the wrong auto display scale being chosen for wide displays. They fixed issues with error messages that were sometimes displayed when showing a notification. In desktop mode, they improved the system tray menu. They added a few missing notification sound effects. They fixed an issue while trying to log in with a valid SteamGuard code. They added a battery indicator to the desktop overlay while running on a laptop or handheld device with a battery. They fixed Nintendo Switch Pro controllers not being recognized after the last Steam update. And on Linux, they added a setting to improve compatibility with various window managers, and they restricted a workaround that prevented a crash with Nvidia GPUs to only activate when they detect an Nvidia GPU. Now, for the sake of brevity, these were only a handful of changes that were made with the latest Steam client. There's over 4 pages to this upgrade's changelog, so check that out with the link below. All in all, a slowish news week for the Steam Deck, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of the stories that we covered today. Or did we miss your favorite story? Leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Now, I want to give a shout out to my friends on Patreon, my YouTube members, and our ViewSync Premium subscribers who make what we do here a reality. If you believe in the work that I'm doing, you can use the links below to support the show. It's all greatly appreciated. That's going to do it for now, though. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here today, and I'll see you in the next one.